Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Ready, blue ready.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On first down, Grant. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check three, check three, check three. Hey, stop.
Jameis to throw it. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
All day, baby, all day. All 66. Run it, half. Watch twist. Watch twist.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. 4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Taken at about the 36. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 64 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt, and they score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
54 Mike.
Working out of the gun. Winston. He's got Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards. And that's the first connection. The #1 overall pick in 2015 finding the #7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready. Flag. What do you got?
Right there. 56.
You don't want it. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Where's that up?
Jameis now on first down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 27 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The
Here we
run
go, here we
got
go.
4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pick it up, G.
11.
51, Mike.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now Garoppolo. And he'll find Hall. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
13.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Slam.
Buffalo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Maddn. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun to give to Jones. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
On play action, Winston. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
13.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 38 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at the juke.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Winston trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Like 20!
Yeah. You don't want none. Safe. Joker.
White.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go. Strong right. Even. 4 down.
Lock.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Switch. Check 43.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Coleman now And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 30.
Now a hit and a loose football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice. He didn't carry it over into the game.
Black 80! Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's head.
On first down, Coleman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. Black 25.
Here I come.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
So we're at halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Here we go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike 51. Let's go, baby.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Devin White in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Here we go.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Ready? White 25.
Right there, 54 Mike.
All day, baby. Sonic.
54.
Out of his end zone, Winston. Evans has it left side. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 98 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. Brashad Perriman off to the races. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman taking it in. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They begin the drive to Coleman. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Back to you.
21.
Go Mike 51.
Hey, Echo.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Let's go.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here we go.
51, Mike 51. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Double up. He's coming.
Tyler, 64. Weak.
Check.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 120!
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Check 9.
65, 65.
On second down, a run with Breida. Pass. There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They will run with Grant, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go back to Grant. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Grant, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. This is fielded inside the 5. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
21.
Push him back.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
Here we go,
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And the 49er 1st down.
Here we go. 180!
Ricky.
On 1st down, Coleman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Set hut.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it.
Check.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Coleman on the toss. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So
blitz coming, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
49. Come on, Sunday. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Mike's 56. Mike's off. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Winston. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Hey, check.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
13.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. And the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. A win would be their first of the young season.
Ready? White 25.
Mike 50.
Flip it.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Mike's 5.
Ball, trot.
Mike's 5-4.
First down, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Here's Grant. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now Winston on 4th down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So the victory here for San Francisco. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Niners, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, They obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA